Morning. So it's another morning in the south of France and we're just sat eating breakfast. So I've got a pan of chocolate, some bread, some baguette, and then I've made myself a bit of an iced coffee with this, which I got from the Intermarché when we went yesterday. And then I've got some pineapple juice as well. And Alex has just got the same baguette and some Sunny D.
Sunny D, original.
Yeah, and he's going to have one of them pan of chocolates as well. It's a bit more cloudy today, not as sunny as other days, but it's still lovely and warm, and I'm sure the pool's going to be really refreshing. So we're going to go chill out by the pool for a bit.
Yeah, and then I think we're going to play a bit of basketball, maybe some table tennis and some table football as well. Just mix it up a little today, I think.
Yep, and then we're heading into Sommières later for some food. We don't know where we're going to go, we're just going to wander in and see what we fancy, and maybe go for a drink at a bar as well. With it being a bit quieter today because it's not as sunny, I thought I'd come up here and show you the like rooftop jacuzzi bit, because there's no one in at the minute. We did go in it yesterday and it was so nice. It's not like as hot as you'd think because it's really sunny. It was actually quite refreshing. So here it is, and then there's some lounges up here, but no one's ever really up here, so when you're in it's really nice and quiet and peaceful up here. So just there, it does, you can turn the bubbles on as well, and that's just where the waterfall is going down to the spa pool down there. And then just over the other side of the terrace you can see there's that cycling trail again. Got in the hot tub. It's really nice in here, and it's really warm today as well. Even though it's cloudy, it's still warm and the sun keeps peeking through every now and then. We've had a really lovely morning so far at the pool, and I've just come back to make my lunch. So this is what I bought at the supermarket yesterday. Just made a salad, and I've got this on it. We don't really have this in England. We have boursin, but just like in a block. So it's really cool. And I've got an iced tea there, and then Alex has got his chicken tendies from the bar and some chips. Yeah. These are some of the snacks that we got from Intermarché yesterday as well. Got some aioli crisps, very garlicky, way garlickier than I expected. And got some pretzels, and then you've always got to have milk when you're on holiday, especially in France. Dry my hair at the shared like toilets and showers, and there's all these books here that you can take one, leave one, so I thought that was pretty cool. There's some more around the other side too. We are all showered and ready for going out for food now. It was quite cloudy all day, and then the sun came out just as we went back to get ready. But we're going to head into Sommières in a little while for food tonight at a pizza restaurant. We're just playing a bit of table tennis first, and then I'm going to head back and get changed, and then we will head into Sommières for some food. ready to go out for food now. Got my dress on, Alex has got his shirt on, and we're just having a cocktail. There's Alex's and mine's just here. Cocktail mixed with lemonade just before we go out. Good morning.
Morning.
It is now Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah, and we didn't finish the vlog last night, but we did have a lovely evening having pizza at Le Bistro, was it?
Le Bistro.
Yeah, which is like a pizza restaurant. It was really nice pizza, nice and thin and crispy. And it was really lively in Sommières last night too. Lots of live singers and people sat out at bars. We came back here and drank at the camper van for a bit before we went to sleep. But we are heading into Sommières again tonight. If all that is going on again, we will be able to show you a bit of that hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just heading to the pool now. We have skipped the breakfast this morning because we are going to have crepes for lunch from the bar.
Yeah.
So we'll see you for crepes in a bit after a bit of pool time.
See you then.
Emptied out my soul. You've heard it all before. Honest, but I know. Left these years ago. I was young and I'm old. Still can't fill the void. We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? What do we do to
Just come out the pool to have some crepes. And we've both got an orangina as well. So mine is banana, Nutella and whipped cream, and Alex's is lemon.
Yeah, citron, lemon and sugar.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
So after another lovely sunny day by the pool and having crepes, we are showered again and dressed to go out. Got my nice dress on, and we're heading into Sommières again. I think we're going to go to a burger place and then just go for some drinks at some bars, and we've booked the taxi back for 11 p.m. so yeah, should be a good night. Maybe show you a bit of Sommières. Hopefully there'll be some live singers again, so we could show you them if they're around.
Hello, good evening.
We have had a lovely evening in Sommières. We had some pizza and burgers at the restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah, Maison d'Avignon, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as lively as last night in Samia, and most of the bars were shut. We did book a taxi to come back at 11, but we ended up coming back at about 10 because most of the bars were closed. But we did end up drinking back at the bar at the campsite. So we still had a really lovely evening and some lovely food.
Yeah, it was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice and warm this evening.
Mm-hmm.
And we sat by the river just for a quick one.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got a drink at one of the bars that was open. I think he did us a favour because I think it was about to close.
Yeah.
So he just put together a few drinks in some plastic cups for us.
Yeah.
A couple of...
I think in hindsight we probably should have stayed out last night while everything was on, but I think maybe in summer season, you know, when like all the kids are out of school, like the main holiday season, it's probably everything probably stays out, like open a bit longer and everything.
Yeah, it'll be because it's June that there's some stuff on very certain days, and the other days it's a bit quieter, but I think we still had a really nice time and had a good...
We came back to the bar at the campsite and we stayed up drinking with Alex's sister and her boyfriend till about midnight.
Yeah, and we've just got back now. It's about 12:20, so I think we're definitely ready for bed.
Yeah,
up again for some more
get to bed.
pool action.
More pool tomorrow, and then I have got wine tasting as well with Alex's mum and Alex's sister. So just the girls' day out doing the wine tasting. So hopefully I'll try and vlog a bit of that tomorrow.
Yeah,
after
definitely.
Some pool time in the morning.
I think we'll probably just be chilling by the pool again, if not playing a bit of basketball with the cheap football that my sister's boyfriend got from Intermarché. So we'll probably do that while you're off doing the wine tasting. So we'll have something to do at least. Yeah.
Yep. So we're gonna head to bed now. So we'll see you tomorrow for another sunny day.
Yes, see you tomorrow. Good night.
Good morning. So it is Thursday today, so second to last day. We're by the pool trying to make the most of it before I head off to the wine tasting this afternoon. So we need to make the most of these last 2 days. Lots of pool time and lots of relaxing. So it's really quiet this morning. We seem to have this spa adults pool to ourselves. There's a few people around the other pools, but there's no one around here. Alex is just in the pool. And the sun is just coming in and out at the moment, but it's really nice. We're just back at the cabin after a morning of swimming and sunbathing. I've just made a salad and we got this bag of like croutons from the bakery as well. It's just bits of baguette and we're going to put some butter on that. Alex has got some bugles.
3D bugles.
And some orangina. Oh, and I've got my iced tea again. And then a little later in the afternoon, so this was about 4:30, we headed to the wine tasting. Here's some of that footage now. I didn't talk while we were on the tour because I was just taking it all in and listening to our brilliant tour guide. So I do give a bit more information and a summary after the footage, but I will say that I thoroughly enjoyed it and it was only €10 and it was well worth the money. So if you are staying at Domaine De Massereau, I definitely recommend this wine tour. This building you can see here is actually the neighbouring vineyard, which the tour guide explained to us they're actually an experimental vineyard. So they try out different methods of growing the grapes and then they share their findings with neighbouring vineyards. So she was saying at the time they are actually testing out what happens if you just let the weeds grow around the grapes, whether the nutrients that brings helps the grapes to grow or not. And then the buildings you can see all around here are actually apartments that the family stay in when they are staying in the area, and they were just beautiful and the whole area was really lovely. This is the machine here that they use to churn up the grapes, so it had like a big metal spiral at the bottom that turns the grape, well, starts to turn the grapes into wine.
So this one is the one that we use the most because we are always starting the wine in the
And then this is the area where we went inside to go and try out some wines.
Parce qu'en fait, on a beaucoup de personnes qui vont se faire une dégustation très pro, on va toucher. Vous êtes déjà venu au camping? Non, jamais? Non. Non, vous êtes peut-être un sosie. C'est vrai que l'année dernière. It's true. It smells something like caramel. So it's really, really sweet.
I'm back from the wine tasting now, and you get like a tour of the vineyard as well. So that was really good, and the woman who did it was really good as well. We had some French people with us, so she had to say everything in English and then in French, which I thought was really good for her to do. I couldn't do that, definitely. And we got to try 4 different wines. So we had 2 white wines, and the second one was actually my favourite. It was quite like fruity and sugary. It tasted of pineapples and peaches, and then we had a rosé and a red wine as well. So yeah, it was really good. I'll have put some footage in, and I might do some voiceovers as well. I didn't want to be obviously filming her too much. She might have found it a bit awkward if I just put the camera on while she was talking the whole time. But yeah, it was really good tour, and it was only €10 as well, and you got a free hat and you got to keep the wine glass, and like I say, she was really knowledgeable, and it was well worth it. I think it probably lasted an hour and a half. I think I was gone about an hour, weren't I? Yeah, and you get a tour and you get to try the 4 wines, oh, and a liqueur as well, which was really nice. It was very caramelly and sweet. So we're going to go to the shop now and see how much it is to actually buy some of these wines and the liqueur. Good morning. So it is our last day today, unfortunately, and I didn't really finish the vlog yesterday. I think I was explaining the wine tasting, and then I don't think I vlogged again, but we had a really good evening. We came back and had food and drinks, and then we took some drinks to play table tennis, so that was really, really fun. And then we went to the bar as well, and it started thundering and lightning, so while it was raining, it was really cool to see the thunder and lightning still. And then we came back and we had quite a long evening of drinking and music and having a good time, because it's our last night that we can do that, really, because we wouldn't want to be drinking a lot tonight because we've got to travel home tomorrow. So yeah, we had a really good evening, and it is just raining at the moment, so I think we're just getting ready to go out. Yeah, it's still raining. I'll just show you. There we go,
it was raining a lot heavier, and it was all the wind was shaking the cabin and everything. But it looks like it's trying to clear up. There's a bit of blue sky over there. So yeah, I finished getting ready, have a coffee, and then hopefully we'll get some pool time on our last day. We are at the pool now, the rain has all cleared up and it's lovely blue skies, you can see that. So yeah, we're just going to chill, going to make the most of the pool on the last day, go down all the slides again and everything. Might be able to film me going down the slide if it's quiet enough, and then we can put that in the vlog as well. Yeah, so we're going to chill and we'll see you in a little while.
I see you falling for the darkness. Would you let me in? I'll be the one if you need guidance. If you can't breathe. Right now we're heading for the summer. We are done with fallen leaves. So call your sister and your brothers, and let's pick up every piece. No more rainy days. The fog will clear away. No more time to save. Set fire to the rain. Would you let me? Would you let me? Would you let me? Life is such a blessing. Would you let me? Would you let me? Would you let me? Life is such a blessing. I'll be your friend if you have problems. Never worry about a thing. Taking care of one another. Climbing up the giving tree. Life is such a blessing. Oh, life is filled with mysteries. So explore and learn your lessons and create some memories.
Just come out the pool just for some food. So got lemon, sugar and butter crepes.
Lemon and sugar for me.
And then we've just got some sorbet too. So we've got loads of really cool flavours. So I've got cherry and pineapple. We're just heading back to the cabin now after a really great day by the pool. Just said our goodbyes to everything because that's the last time we'll be by the pool.
Upset to be leaving, especially after what turned out to be a nice day.
Yeah,
you know, this morning
really
it was
nice.
Thundering and lightning, and it came down really heavy rain, and since then it's been beautiful blue skies for our last day.
Yeah, and we got to go down the slides again, which we hopefully got some footage of. Yeah, so we're going to go get ready. We're having food at the restaurant tonight for the last night, and then it'll be early-ish night ready for travelling all day tomorrow.
Oh boy. Not looking forward to that.
No, hopefully it's a bit cooler, but I don't think it is. I think it's going to be 30 degrees and sunny tomorrow. So we've just had a really lovely last meal at the restaurant, and we're just sat at the bar having a drink now, a last sex on the beach. Just nipping back to get a cardigan because it's gone a bit cooler. Yeah, and then it'll probably be bed, so I think I'll end today's vlog here. I'm not sure if we'll film much tomorrow trying to travel back.
It's a sad day. We don't want it recorded on video.
Yeah, so if I don't, the next clip might be me at home doing a bit of a summary, or we might end up filming a bit tomorrow, or while we're in London as well, because our train back got cancelled because of strikes, so we are having to stay in London tomorrow now. So we might end up vlogging that a bit, but we'll see. But for tonight we'll say good night, and it's been a great holiday.
Yeah, see you later.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
Hello.
Hello everybody.
As you can see, we're back home now after a really amazing holiday.
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really good. So I thought we'd start off by just saying our favourite bits of the holiday. I'll let you go first.
It's going to be a hard one to pin down. I think it's probably 3 things for me.
Okay, I'll let you have 3.
Let me have 3. So first of all was Paris. Not been to Paris, you know, actually to go into the city for a long time, probably 15 years or so since spent any proper time in Paris. So that was really lovely. It was a really warm day, seeing all the kind of dancing and everybody kind of having fun, lots of kind of music, boom boxes and sound bars, you know, along the River Seine. Seeing Notre Dame was amazing. Obviously, I think, like we mentioned, we were there on the day that the fire happened. We remember seeing it, so it was interesting to go back and see the work that they've done in the kind of 3 years, especially with COVID and everything, that probably put a halt on it. So that was interesting to see. And then I'd probably say the pool. I know it's not normally one thing that people pick,
That
but
was going to be one of mine.
I've nicked yours, haven't I? So the spa pool, the kind of adults only pool at the resort, was just
amazing.
so lovely. I would go in, you know, at kind of lunchtime, and then I'd get out and it'd be about 3 o'clock. I wouldn't have known by the time had gone.
I'd say usually on like a sunbathing holiday, I'll go in the pool, but I can sometimes get quite bored within 5 minutes of being in a pool, unless you're playing a game in the pool or anything. Whereas because it was a spa pool and it had all the back massages, and it was just an amazing pool, so I found it quite easy to stay in there for a lot longer than I usually would.
Yeah, I normally don't spend, you know, I spend a bit of time in the pool, probably a bit longer than you would, because I don't really do the sunbathing element, but I just found the time just absolutely flew by, you know, sitting in the pool, and that was a lot of fun. And then the third thing I'd probably say is just Sommières in general. It's a really kind of almost ancient town, you know, very very small town, and the kind of old town is made up of lots of intricate kind of alleyways and things like that. There's a Roman bridge that crosses over the river there, so just the town itself, some of the history of the place was amazing, and it's something that I didn't get to see a lot when I went. I think it was 11 years ago. We didn't spend a lot of time in Sommières. I think we maybe walked into there for the shops once, whereas it was nice to spend a bit more time there, and have you know, have a meal out, which you know, we put in the video. So those are probably my 3 things. So I'm sorry if I've nicked any of yours.
Yeah, so my favourites, the spa pool was definitely going to be one of them. Obviously Paris, I wasn't even thinking about that, to be honest. I was just thinking about the south of France. But yeah, Paris was definitely a big highlight of the trip. And then I would say my only other favourite that differs from yours, because you didn't do it, was the wine tasting, because I just thought that was amazing, especially for only €10. You know, there was so much information, and it was just a great experience, and it was my first ever wine tasting as well, so obviously I don't have anything to compare it to, but I really enjoyed it, and you got to keep your hat and your wine glass, so yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. Definitely one of my favourites of the trip. We ended up buying the liqueur that I tasted as well. I've not had any of it yet, but I'm planning on doing some cooking with it. She was telling us on the tour that you can make like a really lovely apple crumble with it, so definitely going to give that a go at some point. And then, as you'll have seen, we didn't really film the travel day, we just got a few clips on the train back. because it was a long day and we were just really tired. We were just ready to be home at that point, I think. But we did get the train back from Nîmes to Paris, and then we got on the underground across Paris to where we got the Eurostar from. I think the only thing I would say about that is if you're doing the same thing, if you're getting the Eurostar back, no matter how much time you think you have, always get there early, because we thought we were really early. Yeah. And how long do you think we were in the security queue for?
Probably 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, so we thought we were going to have a lot of time to sit and eat something before we got on the train, and it ended up being pretty close once we were through security. Yeah,
and they do tell you, I think, I don't know what the timing is, I think about 20 minutes you can get there, but I would not
just leave a lot of extra time, and I think a lot of that is because of, changes recently.
Changes to the system and the kind of passport system. We obviously now had to go through an additional bit to get the passport looked at and stamped, which we didn't used to. So yeah, always leave as much time as you think, and then add more to it, because you're going to need that extra time. Yeah.
And then once we got back to London, we were meant to be getting the train straight back to Stockport originally, but it just happened to fall on the day of train strike, so that turned into a stay over in London, and then the megabus back on Sunday, because the train prices on that Sunday had just shot right up. So we ended up getting a megabus. So it ended up being quite a long 2 travel days to get back.
Yeah, I don't think we got back until maybe 2 o'clock the next day.
Yeah.
Although I would say while we were in London, we did have a really nice meal at an Italian restaurant in Barnes. I can't remember the name, and that's going to frustrate me. We'll put it. We'll put the name down in the description.
And luckily, Alex's grandma lives in London, and she kindly let us stay with her, so thank you to Alex's gran, or that would have cost us a lot more money to stay in London.
I think just due to, we didn't know that we were going to have to stay overnight in London, and they only announced really that it was going to happen on the day that we were getting back, about 3 or 4 weeks before, which meant that getting a hotel, in London on the day of strikes, when loads of people are staying over anyway.
And you couldn't get your refund for your train tickets until not that long before, because they were still hoping the strikes wouldn't happen, I think, before they refunded everyone.
I think I was able to get refunds for them a few days before we went. So that was very much an extended journey back. But like I say, we did go to a really nice Italian restaurant, and then it was an early night because we were absolutely shattered, and then it was an early rise, and then we were on the megabus, and then final taxi back from Manchester, and then we were finally home about 30 hours after we'd set off.
It was definitely a relief to be home, but didn't put a dampener on the holiday.
No.
But we were very glad to be back once we were home.
No.
So with all that being said, we had an amazing holiday. Want to say thank you to Alex's parents for letting us come along, because we had an amazing time with them, and with your sister and Ryan as well.
Yes. Yeah.
So thank you for letting us come along, and thank you to anyone who's watched these vlogs. I hope you've enjoyed them as much as we enjoyed the holiday, and I really enjoyed editing them back as well, and watching back what we did. And if you're thinking of staying at Domaine De Massereau, I will have linked the website down below, so there'll be more information and prices on their website than what I will have been able to give in these vlogs.
Especially as the prices change
regularly. They change depending on when you go.
Yeah, and what kind of stay you're booking. If it's a mobile home, or you're taking a camper van or whatever, it's all different. But definitely, if you get the opportunity, I would definitely go and stay.
We definitely recommend it. The staff are all really lovely as well. We're gonna get going now. So again, thank you for watching. Links will be down below. If you have enjoyed these videos, make sure you give them a like and subscribe, because there'll be more vlogs coming soon.
Yep, see you later.
Life is such a blessing, oh. Life is filled with mysteries. So explore and learn your lessons and create some memories.